Hi everybody, Ken from Oz here with another Filofax tip. Now in response to quite a few people asking me how I got the credit card inserts into my, this is a Cavendish Mini Filofax, and how I made these credit card inserts, I'm going to show you a how-to video today. So let's have a quick look at what I'm talking about. So first of all, I've got the Cavendish leather Filofax. It's absolutely gorgeous and has a pen loop. And then on the inside, I've got just a whole range of cards, and I've just sort of covered up details so you can't sort of read my information. A small ruler to help me when I go to my coffee shop. And inside here, these small card pockets that are open on the inside. So instead of coming up or down and falling out, they actually will only come out once the wallet is open. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'll show you what you need. Now you need some business card holders, and the one that I use is one that I got at a place called Officeworks in Australia, and these are the Modena Mini Business Card Holders. Around about 12 Australian dollars, which would probably be about 8 British pounds or about $11 American. And inside it's got these plastic sleeves. Now I've actually cut this up already to show you how to use these for the video, but they're 2 rows of 10, and as I said, they open on the side. So you can see here there's the card inside there, and so you can use that or any other brand. I do like this one because of the fact, and I'll just bring it up a bit closer for you to have a look at. It's not a clear plastic, cheap plastic. It's quite a smooth, opaque plastic, which reminds me of the top opening plastic sleeves that Filofax sell. And you also want one that's going to be quite strong as well. So I guess spending a little bit of money in the long run will actually help you. So that's the card holder. You'll also need a pair of pliers, a pair of scissors. You'll need a Sharpie. One of the pieces of paper, and you don't need that, of course. I'm using this as a template, but you can also just use the hole punch as a guide, and of course I'm using a hole punch. I would recommend the Filofax or associated hole punches rather than the single punch, just because the holes are a bit smaller, and the smaller holes will actually make the plastic not rip as easily. So I've got this type of hole punch, which is a adjustable one, and you want it of course to be set for the pocket or mini size with the 5 holes. So put those aside and I'll show you how we do it. Now the first thing you do need to do is remove these plastic sleeves from this outside part of this holder. Now I don't like destroying anything, and I want to try and use it, but the best way I found was basically to just very, very gently pull the plastic from out of that stud. If it doesn't work, then of course I guess you could use the pliers to just detach it, but I pulled this straight off and it came across quite cleanly, so you can see there's the holes there. And you'll end up with 2 sides with all the plastic. Now these are all joined together, but in the wallet you want them to freely fall open around the rings. So you do need them to have them all separate. Okay, so with your scissors, what you need to do is just very carefully cut close to that joint seam as you can. And I'll just do this now. To give you as much room as possible for the holes, but you also do want them separate. So that should be right. I've done that again on the other side, and as you can see they've come apart quite easily. Now if you look at the pockets, you can see that they've got an opening just on one side, and I have tested these with 2 cards in the one pocket and it does work. So this one gives you 20 pockets. You may find you may only need to use 10 and then maybe store the rest for later when you need them. So in my wallet I've actually used all 20 because I have quite a few cards that I use. The other thing you need to just remember as well is that you need to have them facing basically the same way, just so that you're not sort of opening it and trying to find where to take out the credit card. So next step is to get your piece of paper, and you want to mark a template of where you want the holes. Now if I bring this a bit closer, you can just see the plastic sleeve is not as wide as the Filofax paper, so you want to try and center it as best you can with the edges lined up like so. Now once you've done that, get your Sharpie and just mark where the center hole is, and that way it gives a bit of a guide. Now you'll have to do this for each of the plastic sleeves. I do recommend that you do the holes one at a time. It just sort of you don't want to really wreck them, and it also just helps with getting a sharp cut. And you don't, plastic on plastic in a hole punch tends to slip and slide, and so the best thing to do is just do them one at a time. It doesn't take that long. So make sure that the holes are lined up. Now you'll notice here there are 6 hole punches, and you only need 5. For the mini and pocket, there's only 5 holes. So you want to line up that little dot with the 3rd punch like so. Now it's a little bit of a give and take, and you can see there's the hole, the little mark there, and I might turn it round, and then basically you just slide it in the right place. So I'll just tilt it so I can see it off camera and just double check that looks about right. And you'll also see that this last hole punch here isn't being used, and that's exactly what you want. So we just want that lined up one more time, so we don't want to make a mistake, and press, and there are your holes. Now if you have a quick look, you might see that the holes are lined up and fairly even, and that's all it is to it. You do each one and then place them into your wallet like so. So the beauty of these are that they're quite strong, and the cards come out only when the wallet is open, and it just saves any of them falling out there. So there's a little quick tip on how to make your own mini credit card holders. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. This is Kent from Oz saying thanks again, and I'll see you on another Filofax.